The news for the Marlins today is that Edward Cabrera is back off the IL. It's his sixth start of the season, a 7.17 ERA. His first outing was great, 6 innings, an earned run, 10 strikeouts in his season debut. But of course, since then, he's been struggling with the walks and struggling with the runs, but maybe there was that underlying shoulder issue, but he is back and ready to go. Tommy Pham will lead things off.
Cracked on a soft line drive out to the shortstop Edwards. Bit of a high throw to first, but in plenty of time to get the veteran Pham 1 up and 1 down for Cabrera. And that'll bring Andrew Vaughn, the right-handed hitting first baseman, to the plate this afternoon.
And Vaughn on 0-2 sends it to deep left center field. Jazz climbing the wall and making the catch. What an outstanding grab by Jazz as he slammed into the wall and hauls it in for the second out.
Perfect leap right at the PNC side, and Jazz pulled it down. That is tremendous.
Here's Luis Robert Jr.
And it's the curveball for the first strikeout off the IL. Good defense and a K in the top of the first.
There's a look at Jonathan Cannon, who's on for his 8th start, looking for his 2nd win.
Works from the first base side of the slab. Here's a 1-1, and it's bounded to the first baseman Vaughn. He'll take it unassisted for the out. 1 batter and 1 out. Here's Josh Bell to the ground, and he lifts a fly out into shallow center. Robert racing in, and he'll slow down and make the catch.
Gloved by Cannon, and a nice start for the rookie here in this first inning, retiring the Marlins in order. No score after 1.
Gavin Sheets bats first for the Sox.
Gavin going the other way. Berger at third, and his high throw pulling Bell off the bag, and Sheets is safe at first.
I think that was one that Jake probably should have charged. He waited back, and Gavin was hustling down the line as he's been. He doesn't get him at first base. Gavin is hustling with everything he's got. That's what made the play more difficult for Jake Berger, and he's aboard.
And then he goes to that changeup to finish off Jimenez, his 2nd strikeout.
Here's Paul DeYoung.
Runner goes, and DeYoung out toward left field. Diving play. How about Nick Gordon?
2 sensational diving catches by Jazz and Nick Gordon this afternoon, and Gordon coming up a little limp, might have busted up his shoulder, but he appears to be okay.
He got a great jump on that ball, and anytime you dive on AstroTurf, you're going to stick.
And he did get stuck. He started swimming in place.
This one well hit on a line to left, and it'll bounce in front of Gordon. So Sheets will continue on to third, as Gordon cannot make 2 spectacular plays in a row.
No, but he just held the ball. He could have easily gotten this one to third base and decided not to. Runners at the corners as the Sox try to break through.
So now here's Danny Mendick.
Pops up the bunt, and it'll be Fortes to make the catch. It's the 2nd time we've seen the White Sox try that 1st and 3rd scenario.
There's 1 away, and here comes Dane Myers. 2-1 is hit on the ground, right back up the middle, and a base hit rolling into center field. First hit of the ball game for the Marlins, a 1-out single here in the 2nd. Here's Xavier Edwards.
Runner goes from first to throw down McCory Lee. Got him! Just showing off that pop time again as Corey Lee guns down Myers.
Well, Myers wants him to take another look at it, and they informed him. The appellate court said, "You're out, so come have a seat and we'll get on with the inning."
Hope Jess is listening. Hey,
Barrel to the ball.
That's it. Base hit for Xavier Edwards. So now it's 8 in a row for Edwards, even going back to his last stint in the big leagues.
Chopper to first, and Vaughn makes the play at first to end this 2nd inning. No score here in Miami.
Back to the top of the order for Jazz, who grounded to first in the 1st. Even though the Marlins got to Crochet yesterday, Jazz draws the 2-out walk.
Now you would think too, with Jazz with 2 out, that he'd be thinking about picking up stolen base number 17 on the year for him. Get himself in scoring position.
Josh Bell flew to center his first time up. There goes Jazz. Swing and a miss. No throw, so a stolen base. And Jazz gets himself to 2nd. And that is a balk, so Jazz will get 3rd. Cannon tried to redirect in midair, and Jazz creating some havoc on the bases.
Josh Bell saying, stay in that mental frame of mind and make a mistake.
3-2. And he takes ball 4. So back-to-back 2-out walks Well, big spot for Jesus Sanchez as the Marlins try to break through first here in the bottom of the third inning.
Popped up. Out to left. And Tommy Pham will put an end to this third inning. So Jonathan Cannon does a nice job getting around the walks.
Here's DeYoung, line to left.
A strikeout for Cabrera. So his fourth. He gets DeYoung.
Sosa hits a ground ball into left. He's 2 for 2. 2-out single here in the fourth. Sosa runs. Mendick takes an inside curve. It was dropped by Fortes. It's a steal for Lenyn Sosa, his third stolen base, and it's 1-2 on Mendick.
2-2 the count on Danny Mendick with Sosa in scoring position. Mendick high in the air, going out to deep left, and this one is gone. Danny Mendick puts the White Sox on the board. A 2-0 lead here in the fourth inning.
3 and 8 on the power numbers for Danny Mendick, but the most important numbers are the 2-0 score. So that one is going to drive Cabrera from the mound.
Couple of walks this inning. That's now 4 for Cannon. Marlins have 2 on and 2 out.
Here is Brujan.
He's into the mid-60s right now. Number 67 is a fair ball down the right field line. Here comes Myers around third. He's going to score. They will hold Gordon, and Brujan in there safely at second base with an RBI double.
That terrific job by Vidal Brujan, who knew he was going to get a pretty good pitch to hit here. Sneaking past Vaughn, the first baseman. Good job by Sheets in right field to get over and cut it off. If he doesn't cut it off, Nick Gordon scores.
Danny Mendick will be the first Sox batter of the 6th inning.
Up the middle, backhanded by Brujan, and no chance to get Mendick.
Here's Corey Lee. He's 1 for 2.
That one inside out swing by Corey Lee will find its way into the right field corner. He will dig to second. They're going to wave in Mendick. The throw coming in, cut off, and a stand-up RBI triple for Corey Lee as the White Sox add another here in the 6th.
Myers has had a very good series, but that time he could not handle the ball off the wall.
Skip Schumacher is going to make a pitching change.
Fauché has pitched a lot this year, and coming out of nowhere, he's got a good fastball. He's got a really good curveball.
And he swings and misses at a sweeper, strike 3.
It'll bring up Andrew Vaughn. Lee at third. Infield will stay in, obviously.
This one out toward left center, and Gordon diving. Did he make the catch this time? It got stuck in the glove. How do you like that?
We saw him make the diving catch going the other way, this time coming in. Look at how that ball just stayed in the glove.
Now the White Sox are going to challenge that.
Yeah, it's in the glove.
He catches it in midair. I mean, that's not really a question.
Call on the field is confirmed. It is a catch. Chicago loses their challenge.
And the call is confirmed.
And we get a new pitcher, and that is Tanner Banks. Coming out for the 36th time, ERA a touch under 4. If you had the under 3.5 strikeouts.
Banks walks Brujan, and that's how the 7th inning starts for the Marlins.
Fortes the catcher, bottom of the lineup.
And Fortes wins the battle, keeps it fair down the left field line. Brujan getting waved around third. No throw, he'll score. RBI double for Nick Fortes, and it's 4-2. Well, the Marlins 8-9 hitters today doing a good job. Brujan had the RBI double back in the 4th, and then he had the leadoff walk and scores on the Fortes double here in the 7th. Jazz to first, diving play. Vaughn gets up, scampers to the bag for the out. Fortes moves up 90 feet. Jazz hit it well, but Vaughn laying out to keep that one from going down the line. Well, this will be a great time for Bell to break out of an 0 for 22. He grounds one to shortstop. It will be another out for Bell, but another run for the Marlins. The RBI now makes it 4-3, so a productive out for Bell.
Bottom of the order up for the Marlins. Your closer in with a 1-run lead.
And you got to get Brujan because he is very fast.
And Brujan squaring to bunt, but able to pull it back and take ball 4. So the Marlins have the tying run on. Here's Fortes, big double for him back in the 7th. And he drops down the bunt up the first base line. Kopech, did he ever make the tag? Brujan's on his way to third. The home plate umpire says that they made the tag, and at the moment nobody was really covering home plate. Guys were close, and Brujan thought about it, but heads up base running by Brujan. And now Jazz goes after the first one, pops it up, shallow left. It's going to be Pham to make the catch. Brujan with more of a bluff than anything else. And just like that, the Marlins are down to their final out. Well, I said it last time. It'd be a good time for Josh Bell to break out of the 0-4, now 23. He did get the RBI ground out in the 7th. Payoff pitch. This one's in the air. Deep left field. Going back. And Pham didn't make the catch. Marlins will tie it. Bell to second. What an effort by Pham, but he got caught up in the wall, and the ball fell in.
I think Bell thought might have gotten one out for a game winner. It didn't quite get there, but nice job by the big guy, Josh Bell.
So Brujan scores easily. Bell lifted for Emmanuel Rivera, and now that becomes your game-winning run. They walk Sanchez to set up the 4th at any base.
And wouldn't this be sweet with Jake Burger coming up?
Kopech with the 0-1, and that's a balk. He lost his footing. So now the Marlins catch that break and move the runners up to second and third. I think the spike just gave out, or maybe got caught in the rubber. 0 for 4 day.
He's 1 for 10 in the series, but got a great chance right here.
Winning run at third, and Burger drives it deep to left center. Give me that Burger to go. It's a walk-off win.
How sweet for the former White Sox against the guys that were teammates of his last year, the first half of the year. Wow.
Another walk-off win for the Marlins, and down to their final strike today, trailing by a run. Bell with the game-tying double, and Burger with the walk-off home run.